On est installé, on est parti. Donc la suite, on devait aller à Sumeru. Putain, j'ai regardé vite fait, ça me spoil de l'histoire ou quoi. Juste le temps que prennent les quêtes, c'est un délire. Donc je vais passer les dialogues, enfin je vais les passer, je vais lire, mais... Putain, c'est long ça. Mais voilà quoi, je vais pas m'attarder dessus, comme d'habitude. Ça va être du non-stop. Là, faudrait qu'on joue pendant... Il est quelle heure? 16h40. Au moins jusqu'à 19h, donc il y a moyen qu'on avance quand même pas mal dans la quête. Et puis voilà quoi. Bon, qu'est-ce qui se passe ici? On est enfin arrivé à la ville où on voulait arriver. Ah bah tu vois, elle avait dit comme moi. T'as un voyage? Laisse tomber.
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Oh, on s'est croisés.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But how did you know that?
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha. But no need to
Dans
worry,
l'Akasha.
that won't prevent you from entering the city. In fact, the Academia conveniently provides each traveler to Sumeru City with a device.
Un appareil qui rend heureux. On connaît. Il veut nous embobiner dans sa secte. Et salut The Crazy, comment ça va? Depuis le temps. Comment tu vas? Putain, la musique elle est hypante. T'as envie de rentrer dans leur ville. Oula, un terminal. Ouais, ils sont crus dans Horizon Zero Dawn. Ok. Ah, je suis un connard. Je commence à dire je vais passer les dialogues et tout et je les passe pas. Ok, bon, il y a un terminal quoi. On a compris. Maintenant, laisse-nous entrer dans la city. Puisse la voix de la sagesse divine résonner en moi. Ok. Ah bah tout pareil, The Crazy. Tout pareil. Fatigué, mais bon. Fatigué, mais là je peux restream un peu et tout, donc j'avais envie. Donc voilà, je repars dans une petite période. Après, ça va peut-être pas durer longtemps. Voilà, je préfère prévenir dès le début. Ça se trouve, ça va peut-être durer jusqu'à Noël et après... Je sais pas, on verra. Salut Raiko, comment tu vas? Comment tu vas? Ok, on peut pas passer. Merci pour la bienvenue. Maintenant on veut rentrer. Putain, on va être heureux avec ça. C'est sûr, ça va nous donner le smile. Salut Emani. Comment ça va? Comment vous allez tous? Ça fait plaisir là de vous voir. Oh, mais avant on pouvait passer. Pourquoi ça passe pas quand je clique? Ok. Ah, il y a un dialogue. Oui, parce qu'il faut donner une réponse. I understand. Oh, ok, ça va être notre guide. Pas du tout. Pourquoi penser? Ah, va tous falloir les faire. Faut qu'on se fonde dans le décor de Sumeru. Putain, on est tous fatigués, laisse tomber. Vas-y, courage Emani, courage. Bah ouais, ça fait giga longtemps cette affaire, au moins, ça fait peut-être 5 mois. Ça fait peut-être 5 mois. Mais bon. Ouais les gars, j'ai déménagé, j'ai changé de travail, j'ai changé beaucoup de choses. Enfin, beaucoup de choses, non, faut pas faire le gars non plus, j'ai des milliards de trucs, mais voilà, il y a des trucs dans ma vie qui font que je peux plus live comme je voulais, comme je faisais avant et tout ça, faire des vidéos, tout ça. C'est dommage, hein, mais peut-être que ça reviendra un jour où je serai vraiment régulier et tout, j'espère. Mais là c'est compliqué, pour le moment c'est compliqué, voilà, je préfère vous être honnête avec vous. Hein. Là je suis là pendant quelques temps et après je suis pas sûr de rester longtemps quoi, on verra. Je veux pas vous prendre en traître et vous dire ouais revenez, c'est le début d'une grande aventure pendant 10 ans. Je sais pas.
Yes, that's me.
Mais bon en tout cas, je viens de me mettre à jour dans Genshin.
Please.
Donc faut qu'on soit à jour pour mercredi les gars. Donc là, ça rigole pas, laisse tomber.
Oh, let me see. Oh, ooh. Seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring.
En fait, on a des questions, on pose des questions à tout le monde.
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exactly my area of expertise, but let me see what I can find in the Akasha.
Ok. Oh, excuse-nous, ils sont high-tech ici. Hein.
Sorry, the Akasha didn't
Genre, ils
respond
communiquent
to
par
my query.
lunettes. Non, ça va aussi.
What? You too? But what about your abilities for getting information and all that?
Tu vas pull Scaramouche.
Paimon was sure
Ah,
you'd
il
be
est...
able to access more info
Ah oui,
than
c'est
we
Well,
dans
as
la
I
prochaine
said,
mise à
this
jour là.
isn't my area of expertise.
Bon, je sais pas s'il est
I'm but a
fort, pourquoi
lowly
pas.
researcher. All I know is that
pense que
ever
je dois avoir
since
des
Lesser
primogènes,
Lord
du coup.
Kusanali returned to Sumeru, she's never left the sanctuary of Surasthana or made it public.
didn't expect her to be such a mysterious figure.
The Dendro
Oui, parce que
Archon
la
is
suite là
somewhat
qui
of
sort
a
mercredi,
recluse.
c'est interlude, je sais
Perhaps
pas
she
quoi là,
just doesn't
chapitre
want
je
to
sais pas
entertain
combien,
visitors, which would explain the lack of
avec
information in
Scaramouche,
the Akasha.
il me semble.
Aw, but then what can we do?
No need to worry just yet. I'm only... And besides, you two should consider the bright side of things. Not being able to see Lesser Lord Kusanali may not be a bad... In this world, there will always be information you cannot obtain from the Akasha, and things you can never accomplish. Take me, for
Ok,
example.
ok, mais je vais pas
It's a
renoncer.
miracle if my brain cells can spit out one paper every 3 years. But Tainari? That guy can publish 3
Pas beaucoup,
papers in
Aiko.
just a
J'ai
single
pas suivi
year.
trop les infos, de loin quoi.
Okay, thanks for your
De loin.
advice.
Mais ils ont pas été ralentis ou je sais pas quoi dans ce qu'ils voulaient faire, enfin, je sais pas.
Don't mention it.
C'est peut-être des
If
conneries ce
you
que j'ai
ever
vu.
want
moi.
information about things like who's been promoted within the
Qu'il y a des trucs qui sont
academia
sortis en
or
retard ou
relations
je sais pas
between the
quoi.
6 great sages, come find me.
Qu'est-ce qu'il me dit lui?
Hey,
Okay.
come on. This is a survival skill at the academia.
Oh, Paimon's expectations were pretty low, but this is so low, and so what do we do now? Even if we want to talk to someone, we don't know
On est dans la
anyone
merde là en fait.
here.
On est dans la merde.
Huh?
Aïe.
Like who?
Attendez les gars, parce que j'ai aussi un truc en parallèle avec un service après-vente de Darty. C'est qui a rien à voir, putain, je casse l'ambiance. Ah voilà, putain. Des fois ils sont intelligents Darty, des fois. Ah bon, mais qui? Vers les étoiles et au-delà.
Catherine!
Ça, on
The
connaît ça.
Adventurers Guild has its own intel network. Let's hurry and find her.
Allez, go. Pam, 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 pam. Il y a un petit épée à prendre quand même. Hop. Ça peut servir, hein. Oh, Catherine.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Hello, Traveler and Paimon.
Catherine, we need your help with something.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is always ready to serve you. With what do you require assistance?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
On va demander ça à tout le monde, hein.
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Archon. Understood.
Très bien, un
Please
instant.
wait.
Elle va mettre ses lunettes supersoniques. Tchou. Ah bah non. Bon, et vous les gars, vous en êtes où dans le jeu? Tout ça, vous continuez à jouer
I
activement?
apologize, but I am unable to call up any relevant information in the Akasha. I'm also unable to locate any pertinent...
Ok, putain, personne n'a des infos.
Dead end. Well, if Catherine can't help us, then we really don't know anyone else to ask now.
Please do not worry. I may know in Sumeru. They take on various contracts and work all across Sumeru. An Eremite brigade called the Corps of
Core of 30?
La Légion des 30,
Supposedly,
ok, on va aller
they
voir
are
la
named as
Légion des
such
30.
because they're Asfand, an advisor with the
Putain, ils
Corps
étaient
of
30, mais
30,
maintenant ils sont combien?
maintains good relations with the advent. If
Un
you'd
des
like
conseils,
to get
ok,
in
ils sont encore
contact with
plusieurs.
him, you're
Allez,
welcome.
merci. Minimum 1 heure par jour. Ouais, mais c'est bien. C'est le minimum pour être à jour bien comme il faut dans tout, quoi. Enfin, les petites quêtes journalières, tout ça. Putain, il y a un TP où? Tout là-haut? Oh le bordel. Mes persos s'améliorent énormément. C'est cool ça. C'est bien.
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild
Putain,
told
il y a
me
eu
to
pareil,
expect you to.
il y a pas mal de nouveaux persos. Hein.
It's nice to meet you, Asfand. We'd like to ask
Il y
you
en a
about
des
something.
très forts qui sont sortis là les 5 derniers mois. Ok, merde, j'ai pas lu.
I see. So, Catherine's the one who sent you this way.
Ah, exactement.
Ha! It's true that the Eremites' network is vast, but even I can't help you meet the Dendro Archon.
En fait, personne peut m'aider quoi.
Seriously?
Afraid so. The Eremites aren't terribly religious, so we don't know much about divinities. As far as the Akasha goes, we can access We originally came from the desert. The gods there died off long
Pas mal de
ago.
rerun, ah ok ok.
Since those days, we've used our own two hands to carve out a living. It
Bon, après en
isn't
même temps,
just us,
ouais.
though.
Ils peuvent pas tout le
If
temps
you
sortir de
ask
nouveaux
me,
persos
I think
non-stop, hein,
most
sinon...
in Sumeru
Non justement, il n'y a
aren't
plus de rerun et
interested in lesser
les gens sont bloqués
Lord
quoi.
Kusanali.
Oh? Why is that?
Just take the Academia, for example. They're the ones who truly, in their eyes, she was the one who found, because of the Academia's influence, not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali never makes an appearance.
Really?
Ah putain, elles se montrent jamais en public. Ça se trouve,
After hearing all of that,
il y a un...
sort of feels bad
Comment on
for
appelle ça?
Lesser Lord
Il y a un loup.
Kusanali.
Il y a un loup.
Ah, but who knows? We're all just guessing when it comes down to it.
All right. Well, thanks for the.
No
La
problem.
divinité va pas être comme on
Always happy
pense.
to help out the
Eh oui. Oh, ou alors c'est quelqu'un qu'on connaît déjà. Oh mon dieu. En fait, il fait genre, ah, c'est pas lui et tout.
Seems Asfand was right about most people's attitudes here. Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it. We've been asking
Okay.
for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try,
On va bien
more
tomber sur
helpless
quelqu'un
everything seems.
quelqu'un de bien quoi.
Isn't there at least one person in this entire city who cares about Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh,
Oh,
you
oh,
two
oh.
are interested in
Oh,
Lesser
oh,
Lord
oh, c'est qui ça?
Kusanali?
C'est qui?
Huh? Who are you?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived here. You've been asking around for information
Bah oui,
on
on
Lesser
cherche
Lord
depuis
Kusanali,
des ans,
right?
des heures.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Dunyarzad,
Une
one of
fidèle.
Lesser
Ah
Lord
ben voilà,
Kusanali's faithful followers.
c'est ce qu'il nous fallait.
Whoa, really? Then do you know how we could...
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But you're sure. It goes like this. Long, long ago, panicked by what he heard, the man sought out the Dendro Archon in hopes that she would... The man journeyed across deserts and through rainforests and experienced... In despair, he thought, alas, the...
Okay.
Ok,
And
ok,
then
ok,
what
ok.
happened?
And then, the calamity came.
La
To
calamité
his own
s'abattit.
surprise, the man felt somehow emboldened by the trial. At that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, an Archon seeker. Do you now understand? She and her, along your
Okay.
journey, we were in every flower and blade of grass,
Vas-y.
every ray of sparkling sun, and every breath of dancing wind.
Yeah.
Elle nous raconte des trucs là qui ne servent à rien.
Feels all warm and fuzzy inside after the...
In a way.
Dunyarzad, since you worship Lesser Lord Kusanali...
Of course. I'm terribly sorry, but it seems something's
Oula.
come up now. Let's chat.
Ok, ok. Elle est paniquée, on va la suivre. Faut qu'on la suive.
Hey, wait!
C'est lui là
What
qui
the
la
heck
panique?
happened?
Ce sont ces hommes là-bas. Lui là? Parce qu'il est tout seul, hein. Lui aussi? Ah bah oui, ils sont deux. Ah,
It looks like
Mon
they're
Dieu.
searching for someone.
on va la protéger.
This stinks! them. Then we can catch a...
Hey,
Allez, go.
have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long blue dress? We're looking for her.
Did she have
Non, non.
bandages wrapped around her wrists?
C'est bonnet
Yes,
si tu
that's
me
her.
bandais.
Did you see which direction she went?
Ah, à l'opposé.
Yeah, she
Ouais, ouais,
went
là-bas.
that way.
Quick, after her!
Ok, c'est la mauvaise direction, j'espère.
That should keep
Oh,
them
le
busy
rire
for a
démoniaque
while.
de Paimon, ça m'avait manqué ça aussi. Ok, attends, j'ai vu une plante. Ça, on va le ramasser dans le doute. Hein. Ok. Elle allait se cacher, je sais pas où. Elle est là? Non, elle est pas là. Elle est là? Putain, elle est bien cachée, hein. J'ai peur.
There you are, Dunyarzad. We thought you might have been long gone by now.
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you startled me there.
On a bien compris.
You can relax now. We threw those people looking for you off the trail.
Really? Thank you so much. Unfortunately, Uh-oh. Looks like there are some coming this way.
Sinon, on les tape tous.
Huh? More of them? Then what are we standing here for? Run!
No, wait, my body isn't in the best shape. It's difficult for me to run. Okay, sounds good. There's a tavern on the other...
All right,
Ok, go dans la
let's move
taverne.
out. Stay behind us. Look,
Il va y avoir un petit jeu de piste ou pas du tout? Non, ok. C'est ça la taverne? C'est sympa, c'est sympathique comme tout là. En vrai. Oula oula. Elle est bien rouge.
We made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now. Wait, stand down, Dia.
Qu'est-ce que c'est? Ah, c'est la selle? Oh, stylé.
My lady, who are these two?
They're travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago. They happened to notice that you were all searching for me, so they helped me hide.
I see. In that case, you two should scram. There's nothing here for you.
Ah, mais elle, c'est la méchante.
who the heck are you? And why are you shooing us away?
I'm Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard, here
Ah,
to
okay.
see that... My lady, let's get going. You've been gone for...
And if I
It'd be easier
Ah, ok,
for the
c'est vraiment
both
celle
of
qui
us if
s'occupe
you
de. Ok,
cooperated.
ça va.
But if you insist on...
Hey, Dunyarzad already said she doesn't want to go back.
Stay out of this. You don't understand the situation. Sorry, my lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard, your parents are my employers. I have to answer to them.
Quoi? Mais vos
How
parents
much?
restent mes employés?
Wait, what?
Attends, j'ai pas compris.
How
Non,
much
toi, t'es
more
l'employé de
do
ses
I
parents.
have to pay you to become your employer? So you never listen to my parents ever again. Double?
My lady, this isn't about Mora. I don't know what you think of us Eremites, but let me say this. I like Mora. That's why I'm here looking for you. Sure, it's an order from my employer, and knowing your health, carelessly running around...
No, you're wrong. I'm aware of my limits, and I know
Ok, ok,
perfectly
ok.
well that it makes no difference.
Petit débat,
if I'm
là,
at home or
petite
every
prise de
time I bring
bec.
this up. They just
Petit,
changed the
petit
subject.
crépage de chignon, comme on dit.
Dia, I know it hasn't been easy for Mother and Father, and I'm grateful for everything they've done for me because she saved me. The love I have for her, this is my life and my last chance. So I want to do something
My lady, are you sure what you're doing now is meaningful?
Yes,
Bien
I'm
sûr.
sure. At least, it is...
Fine,
bon.
I won't
On va lui
ask you
dire
to
on veille
return
sur
home
elle, tout ça,
anymore.
tout ça.
But let me make something very clear. I'm only doing this because I respect your determination.
Thank you, Dia. Sorry for being so rude just now.
Don't worry about it, my lady. I did say that I like Mora. Besides, that's our neck. Today's little excursion caused such a ruckus that every single bodyguard at the estate was deployed. It wouldn't be easy to hide things since this definitely won't be your last escapade. Here's a little tip. You should... So, I'll let you hire me, my lady. This way, everyone wins. As for the pay, let's say half
La
of
moitié,
what
c'est
your
tout?
father pays me.
Okay, deal.
Yay!
Ok.
Looks like we've reached an understanding.
Oula, elle est pas bien.
I'm fine, really. I just feel a little tired now that things have calmed
Ma
down.
fatigue est ressortie par où?
My lady, stop
Du nom
trying to look tough.
Bizarre.
We're already in a town.
I'm sorry for worrying you too.
Sure, after you rest up,
Ouais,
we want to
fatigue
hear
bizarre
more
dans
about
Genshin.
Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Ça me dégoûte. Ok, reposez-vous un moment dans la taverne. C'est bon, on est reposé?
Well, if it isn't Dia, half word on the street is that you're a bodyguard for the Homa.
Nah, you get used to it. How about a menu over here?
You got it, huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself? We
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of mora on me, and I really ought to save as much as I can. But please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
Ah bah là oui, Paymon. Sinon on paye nous, non? On paiera notre part, voilà. c'est bien.
Wait, we're paying for ourselves now? Aw, Paimon kinda wanted to try something fancy.
Mais Paymon, c'est pas ta radine là, c'est bon.
How about our charcoal-baked Agelénar cakes? They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look, other customers over there are eating
Ok, ça a l'air pas mal, c'est des
some
wraps.
They look kind of burnt
Ah merde,
and dry. Paimon will pass.
putain, elle est honnête elle.
Hey, come on! Paimon
Elle abuse.
Dunyarzad,
Non mais
we
sérieux.
asked a lot of people when we first
Ça a l'air
arrived.
bon en vrai.
And almost no-
Well, remember when you asked me if I knew how to meet the...
Huh?
Yes, it was when I was a child. I was stuck inside and couldn't make any friends. And my younger self no longer had any hopes or dreams. One flare-up was so bad that one
Okay.
night, I woke up alone in my room. I was terrified. At that moment, an ethereal voice spoke in my
Ah donc
mind.
elle a entendu la voix encore. N'aie pas peur.
Dunyarzad.
Comme le petit oiseau.
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
Comme le petit oiseau qui s'est posé sur l'épaule de l'autre là.
How do I explain this? You really? Of course. I know that you're scared of thunder, that you hate taking medicine every morning, and that you wow, you really do know everything.
Oui, parce que je suis ta
Is there
mère.
anything you want? Want? Not really. Huh? But aren't you a child? All children have wishes. But can you make my illness go away?
Oh, mais non.
Oh. Then
Elle est nulle.
can you be my friend?
After
Et
that,
c'est devenu son
the
ami.
voice
Son ami.
said, "Okay, I'll be your friend." Although my body was suffering during those days, that voice encouraged me and told me many wondrous things. Beyond my window was the flourishing Sumeru city. Beyond the city was a lush rainforest. Once I finally made it through that bout of illness, I couldn't hear that voice
Ah
anymore.
merde.
I told my mother, but I know that that voice wasn't a figment of my imagination.
Ah donc en fait
Before that, yes, for
elle a
sure.
jamais vu. Elle a entendu mais.
If it weren't for that voice, I would have
Nous,
never
on la
grown
croit.
curious about the outside world. Nor that voice sparked a desire for wisdom. It had to have been. I've been hoping for a chance to repay her kindness. In fact, I was running around today to help prepare the Sub-Zero's...
What's the
Oh, il y a encore un
Sub-Zero's
festival.
festival?
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday, which was the day that she was found by... It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Rook. I heard everyone was overjoyed when they welcomed her back to Sumeru. But because of the Academia's influence, the Academia actively participates in Sumeru's many holidays dedicated to maybe they see Lesser Lord Kusanali's birth as confirmation of Greater Lord...
Aww.
It is. It's absolutely sure the
Oh.
Greater Lord founded Sumeru. But hasn't Lesser Lord Kusanali been the one...
Just remember that we're still out in public.
I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the Sub-Zero's festival to this day. But recently, I made a friend there who also followed. I gave her my savings because I want her to throw a wonderful festival this year. That's the least I could...
Hold
donc, elle a
on,
plus d'économie.
my lady, does this friend happen to be Nilu?
Yes, that's her.
I saw her leaving the other day with a nervous look on her face. It seemed like she was hiding something in her arms.
Yes. Initially, I didn't have much more prepared. So I've agreed with Nilu to meet up at the Grand Bazaar today. And see
Vendre
how...
une jupe.
Sure, that's
Putain,
quite the trip,
elle
though.
s'est refaite avec une jupe.
I'll carry you.
No, that would be too...
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk, who knows how long it'll take.
But of course. Nilu will be thrilled to hear there are more people interested in...
Ah bah oui, on est intéressé nous. Ok, go. Rendez-vous au grand bazar. Hop, on sort de cette taverne là où ils font des trucs carbonisés. Non mais oh. C'est vrai qu'on roule pas sur l'or, malgré tout ce qu'on sauve, on roule pas sur l'or. Ah là là. Ok, faut aller par où? Par là-bas? Non, par là-bas. C'est un truc où je peux avoir des armes, ça? Ouais.
More speed.
Oh, ça a l'air bien ici. Ah, cette ville, elle est sympa, elle fait... Ouais, non, en fait, elle est peuplée comme les autres. Hein. Ah, elle est cool. Ce petit village, ce petit bourg. Oh là, stylé. Putain, il n'y a que des personnages stylés.
Sorry I'm late, Nilu.
Oh, Dunyarzad. It was Oh. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught.
You could say that, but everything worked out. She's on our side now.
Oh.
Oh, meet the traveler and Paimon, my two newest friends.
On est des amis aussi. Viens, on
They're
fait.
visitors.
So you're followers from another land? That's wonderful. You two have... By the way, Dunyarzad, we've already started decorating...
You're very welcome. It's the only thing I could do.
Probably? But don't sweat it. We've...
Ok. Montre-nous. Putain, mais elle manquait aussi les musiques. Toujours cool.
Not
Hein.
bad. Last time I was here, the stairs were full of holes.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. We reported it to the academia many times.
Oh, probably because it was the theater asking.
The academia
le
looks
théâtre,
down
personne
on
s'y intéresse.
performers like us. We can't let that happen, though. Not only thank the Dendro Archon for Dunyarzad, but the more she gave us, the stage is going to be even prettier when it's...
And I can't wait to see you on the stage.
Ok, il va y avoir un festival et tout, ça va être sympa. Ça va être sympa. Merci
She'll be
Gabriel.
dancing the dance of Sub-Zeros.
Comment ça
The
va?
most important performance at the Sub-Zeros festival.
Comment ça va depuis tout ce temps?
Dunyarzad, have you told him the origin of this?
I only told them about the Greater Lord and Lesser.
Okay. Then I'll tell. According to
Ok, vas-y,
legend,
dis-nous les
the
détails.
Sub-Zeros festival was originally the goddess of flowers' birth a long, long time ago. On one of Greater Lord, some of the gods got drunk. One started playing music, and the Greater Lord started as she danced upon the grass. Countless those
Ouais, ça devait être beau, il y a plein
purple
de fleurs qui ont
flowers
poussé d'un
became
coup.
her dazzling stage. Of course they did. When people mention the gods, they always think of although they aren't around anymore, they're preserved in our tradition. Though we're just tiny people compared to the divine, we still have to do our best to make sure...
Nilu, you of all people will definitely be able to convey our well wishes to the Dendro Archon. I also noticed that you went the
They symbolize the goddess of flowers.
Ok, donc ils font vraiment un festival pour l'archon. Pour l'archon, l'archon. On dit déjà archon ou archon?
Thinking about the goddess of flowers dance makes me wish I could have seen it. If my stage were anything like that, I'd be thrilled if I had... So, Traveler and Paimon?
All
Ouais,
of
vas-y, on
Lord
participe.
Kusanali's followers will be there for her birthday. It'll be a good opportunity.
On va mener l'enquête. On casse la tête par contre un peu la musique là.
So how about we all attend the Sub-Zeros festival together?
Bah carrément.
Dunyarzad, let me show you which state everyone at the Grand Bazaar loves less. In that case, we'll take a look around.
Promenez-vous dans le grand bazar pour interroger les gens. Ok.
Then dancing. As a child, I even asked my grandmother. My grandmother said that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is a beloved deity, and the Sub-Zeru's festival has been losing its appeal over the years. That is.
Très bien, merci, merci grand-mère. Donc, moi je voulais parler à Swouf.
Whoa! What's with your yellow hair? Did you know that the Sub-Zeru's festival
Ah
is
bah on est
about
plus
to
stylé nous,
happen?
c'est sûr.
There'll be loads of fun things to...
C'est tout? Ok. Toi on te parlera à la fin.
Things are really shaping up, and there's a buzz around. Don't be fooled into thinking that Sumeru City has the best of everything. And when it comes to musicians, dancers, or singers...
Ok, il y a de la musique et tout, c'est génial. Ah non, faut aller parler à l'autre en dernier. Tac.
Huh. Revamping the state. I don't know much about the Grand Bazaar, but I do know that the residents here have a penchant for song
Ah ouais, se
and
mettre à
dance.
chanter, à danser aussi,
And
elle,
the
tu vois.
perfume sold around here is a lot better than what
Et
you'll
les
find
poudres
elsewhere.
vendues, hein?
The fragrances are... I mean, that's what I've heard at least.
Bon, on parle bien des mêmes poudres là. On va faire comme si on n'avait rien entendu. Ok,
Milu, your outfit looks amazing.
c'est bon, on a vu la déco.
I thought I'd add a... Wow, did you sew all that yourself?
Uh-huh. Sewing is a fundamental skill. I've noticed that you can't keep your eyes off that... Of course.
Allez.
Hey! Is that who Paimon thinks it is?
Oh, il y a Catherine.
Looks like... Catherine!
Catherine. Ah mais elle nous a pas aidé, Catherine. Ah si, un peu. Attends. Ouais, elle nous avait envoyé voir un mec. C'est elle qui fait le festival qui chante.
Huh. Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break. Hey, Catherine!
Ah non, ça marche pas de... Okay.
Oh, hey! It's the travel...
Whoa! Break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was still waiting for her to say ad...
J'avoue, elle nous a... Ah, mais parce qu'elle a ça. Mais attends, elle avait déjà aussi tout à l'heure.
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the... But saying and doing the same old things over and over again...
Oh putain, elle est détendue.
Take you two, for example. You travel across...
Well, we enjoy traveling across Tibet and all that.
Yes. You should keep searching. Sometimes the answers we're looking for aren't...
Huh. Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently?
No, not particularly. I guess you could say that I'm loving the recent atmosphere here.
Elle est venue pour l'ambiance, elle.
Oh.
Pour faire la fête.
It looks like it's about time for me to be heading back now.
Alright, we'll see you next time at the Adventurers Guild. Oh, by the way, thanks for connecting us with the Eremites. We've already made some great friends.
I'm sure you two will get along well with the people here. You've already been blessed by the element of...
C'est vrai qu'on a la bénédiction. Hein. Sinon, on a la bénédiction de tous les dieux. De tous les dieux gentils.
Hey, traveler. Paimon.
Hey, traveler.
I've got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she's...
Are you serious?
Ah, elle a une idée.
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to... my lady is feeling a little worn out at the moment.
Sounds like a plan.
Vas-y, on se rejoint là-bas.
Let's head over to the Citadel of Razor and wait for Dia.
À l'entrée de la citadelle. Donc c'est vraiment un contact, c'est ici. Très bien.
Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to believe that Miss... Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't...
You sure sound a whole lot nicer than when we first met, Dia.
Tout le monde se détend là.
It's called being a professional. I'm a bodyguard, and I work for who...
Look, Dia's blushing.
Paimon et ses onomatopées.
Listen, I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel.
Ok, c'est bon, j'ai lu. Merci. Très bien.
Oh, hey, Chief.
Oh, c'est son chef.
Ah, Dia. What are you doing here?
I take it you all...
Ah bon, on l'a vu.
After the adventure.
No kidding. Huh. So, where's Ruksha?
Rookshaw's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage recently ordered... Since you've already mentioned the theft...
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft?
Just recently, the Academia lost something. And there's a chance the item is connected with the Dendro Archon.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. But if you... Let me fill you in. The Academia recently sent a convoy to... The Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously.
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? It's the largest commercial port in all of Sumeru. The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos, so...
Apparently what was lost has a great deal to do with the Akasha. No, if you're interested,
Il y a
maybe
un
you
truc
can head
volé.
to Port
Ils sont
Ormos
pas
and
contents.
ask around yourselves.
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia students are in Sumeru City, you know. Why should they pretend to be students in Port Ormos?
If you're also interested.
Count me out. I've got plenty of work. And take it from me. If you two
Okay,
really
elle est
do
débordée.
decide to visit Port Ormos, there are even some extremists who go around
You bet they are. King Dishrits.
Not everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who abandon their homes in the... Well, Traveler, that's about all the information.
Ok, c'est déjà bien.
Gathered all we could for the moment in Sumeru City. Let's head to...
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zerus Festival. Good. Then we'll see you both at...
Oui, oui, au festival, on sera là. Il n'y a pas de problème. Il n'y a pas de problème. Perdu. Ouah, c'est loin. Oh merde. Oh merde. Oh le con. Ok, ok. Bah ok. On va prendre les TP sur la route. On va tracer, hein. Par contre, ouais, il va pas y avoir trop d'exploration là. Non, je dis pas d'exploration. On n'a pas le temps. Hop, on prend juste ce qu'il y a vraiment sur le chemin, on le prend. Ah, faut que j'aille tout là-bas là. Ok, hein. On va se laisser guider. Putain, j'aurais tellement envie de tout explorer là. Je pensais que ça me menait quelque part. Aussi là, je peux sauter dessus.
Time to scout.
Mais ça sert à rien. Ok. Qu'est-ce qu'il veut?
More speed.
Ils ont des jaguars agressifs ici. Il va tâter de ma lame. Il va rien comprendre. Le petit chat là. Allez hop, un petit épée. Enfonçons-nous dans les profondeurs de la jungle. Ok, il a réussi à s'échapper. Il a eu de la chance. Putain, j'ai pas d'endurance. C'est la merde. Attendez juste... ok, c'est bon, je suis sur la route, je vais le suivre. Parce que ça quand même, ça peut être intéressant. Oh, il est derrière ça. Faut du dendro, je suppose, pour casser cette merde là. Ok. Donc là, faut que j'escalade. Bah, ok, on va escalader. Hein. Pam, pam, pam. Oh là, c'est malade là-bas, non? Ah oui, c'est malade. Ok, faudra y aller un jour. C'est trop stylé ça par contre. Ok. C'est bon, je le fais. Ça permet d'aller très haut quand même. Ça peut être intéressant. Ça peut être très intéressant.
More speed.
Voilà, c'était sûr.
That's close enough. A new
Ah, un peu de combat là, on n'a pas fait depuis longtemps.
Illusion shattered.
Je suis juste eux et après on repart.
Crush. I condemn you.
Voilà, ça fait plaisir de retaper dans le tas là. Ah, en plus, ils doivent looter des trucs. Qu'est-ce qu'ils lootent? Ah, des trucs que j'ai pas.
More speed.
Allez. Wow, il est géant lui. Ça se trouve, un jour il va se réveiller. Et on va devoir le combattre. Bon, je crois pas, mais. Non, je crois pas. Ça va stylé. Là-bas, il y a un cos, pareil, je pourrais le faire, mais je vais perdre du temps. Non, non, les gars, objectif, être prêt pour mercredi. On peut pas perdre de temps. Je suis une âme noble. Pourquoi j'ai ça là? Ah non, ok, c'est mon curseur. Okay. Très bien, très bien, très bien. Ben, on va aller vers la quête. Hein. Partir. Attends, ça se trouve, je peux faire un. J'ai récolté 2-3 trucs. Peut-être que je peux prendre un niveau. Tout offrir. Oh, pas du tout. 3 sur 1. Oh merde. Tiens, j'ai oublié qu'il fallait autant de primo. Pas de primo, vous avez compris. C'est pas morse. Je peux gagner un peu de terrain. Ok, vas-y, c'est bon. Lui, je l'ai vu, j'y vais. Quand je les vois, je me permets un petit détour. Un dendroculus. Ah oui, c'est ça, un hémoculus, tout ça.
More speed.
C'est un truc pour faire du bateau là qu'il y a? Ou je rêve? Et ça c'est... Attendez, c'est quoi ce bazar là? C'est quoi ce beans? Comme on dit dans le jargon. Ok, j'ai loupé un truc. Je peux invoquer un bateau. Ok. Hop, comme ça on va choper ça en même temps, c'est cool. Oh, vas-y. Je croyais que ça marchait d'y aller en bateau. Ok. C'est par où? C'est par là-bas. Encore un petit village. On est loin là. Attends, j'aimerais prendre le TP avant de prendre ça. Je peux? Oui, je peux. Comme ça on est sûr de l'avoir, on sait jamais, on sait pas ce qui peut se passer. Si jamais ça nous ramène je sais pas où. Voilà.
Come and have a good look yourself. Traditional.
You've got it.
Believe me, I'm not
Ok, ça a
making
marché.
this up.
Wow! Talk about hurly-burly! This place is busy! Ooh. Let's get... We know that whatever the academy...
Ok, on va inspecter. Merde, j'aurais peut-être dû lire là.
Won't we look even more suspicious going around saying we're academia students and asking about the stolen item? Well, given all the people that come through here every day, if there's any information to be...
Allez, on va interroger. Interroger les marchands.
Welcome, welcome.
We would like to ask you a question.
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the academia. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free...
C'est porte-bonheur,
you
peut-être.
see
Ouais.
over there? Those are students from the
Ah, ça, ouais.
academia.
Ah, ils ont le costume.
They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they... If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better.
Those students seem to be discussing.
On va écouter aux portes.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about King Deshret and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar...
They're called Ain el Ahmar. Today, I heard...
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the academia.
Ok, on va... Putain.
It's because the kind of... I've
C'est
heard
des
that
faux
Ain el
étudiants.
Ahmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly...
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for?
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge?
I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now is to find a way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and pay for...
Whoa!
Oh là
Did you
là.
hear that? A niche? So,
Ah oui,
what's
c'est
your
louche.
plan? Wait, didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 mora! Have you lost your mind?
Mais on n'a pas un demi-million de morts.
Paimon never thought she'd...
Enfin, je pense pas. Paimon a dit toujours qu'on est pauvre. Donc je suppose qu'on n'a pas un demi-million de morts. C'est bon. C'est par où? Ok.
More speed.
This is the place we heard those students talking about.
Trouver une place pour vous asseoir. Allez. On va s'asseoir et payer 1 million de morts.
Oh, you've arrived. Please take a seat.
Ah, c'est eux là?
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Huh! Once we reclaim the...
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing...
Yeah.
Eux, c'est des méchants, je pense.
Boss's fervent devotion.
Huh. All these guys talk about is King Deshret.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That
Ah oui, ok.
traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumeru,
Il y a des dialogues
and
qu'on
all
peut
of
pas
them shall
passer.
be punished.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering...
Allez, on va se renseigner. Salut, on vous a pas du tout écouté, mais on a des questions.
Who are you? What do you want? A traveler?
Non, j'ai dit un voyageur. Un étudiant. Pardon, je me suis précipité.
A student? What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port
Ça va.
Ormos?
On peut pas se tromper dans ce jeu.
Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Donner. Vas-y, je tente le 50 mois.
Oh! Sorry! He must have grabbed the wrong amount! Hey, what do you
En
think
danger,
you're
mais bon,
doing?
on lui casse sa tête et il nous donne des réponses.
Paimon can't stand to see so much more go!
500 000.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting
C'est
for?
une arnaque en plus, c'est sûr.
Oh, that's right! We heard you mention King Deshret just now. We're actually interested to know more.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw... As you can see, members of Ain el Ahmar are devout believers of... Years ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion.
So, you mean...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes.
Oh là là.
That shameless wretch destroyed King Deshret's civilization. Furthermore, she conspired with the academia to cover up the truth of her actions. But the story doesn't end there.
Pour eux, elle est méchante.
King Deshret isn't truly
Yo,
dead.
yo, yo,
The voice of
c'est...
the oracle has been heard in the
Passe.
desert,
Je
prophesying
date.
his resurrection.
Exactement.
Mark my words,
Comment tu
our
vois?
God shall return. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a
Ah oui, je
believer
date
of
de
King Deshret.
5 mois.
I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation...
Not just yet.
Oula.
This man
Il vous a
is a
berné.
fraud.
Bah oui, tu m'étonnes.
You again? Deranged academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again.
Bah attends, mais
I
on l'a
already
pas vu
warned
depuis le
you that
début,
if you
là. C'est
weren't
encore
willing to
nouveau.
sit and discuss things with me, listen to me. That address he gave you is
Bah,
fake.
évidemment.
Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This, once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that—
Hey! Shut it all, Hatham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like—
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my—
Ha! The boss made it—
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then.
I'm warning
Ok,
you.
on va tous aller le voir, là, le
Push.
boss,
If
là.
you're
On va lui
suggesting
mettre
that
une
we
raclée.
escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical
Ouais,
one,
ça va
I
aussi.
accept.
Merci.
After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began
Et
to
lui, il
take
rigole
such
zéro.
action,
Je l'aime
your
bien.
boss would willingly approach me
Lui, il a
himself.
du plot.
How also, a word of advice. I suggest you
What did you say?
consider
Le héros, il
this.
va se prendre une tarte.
Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past? This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from
Ok,
today.
ok.
The pier in front of the Pharos
À
Lighthouse,
4 heures de
4 o'clock in the
l'après-midi,
afternoon,
devant
sharp.
l'école.
Don't expect us to hold back.
Ça me fait penser à ça.
Not so fast.
Ah oui,
First, you
oui, je
return
veux bien, ouais.
500,000
C'est bien
more
les
to them.
morts. Il y a quand même pas mal de restos. Il l'a pas rendu? Si.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Ah, Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This would... Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal
Voilà.
compensation for our
Voilà,
silence.
et il remet tout le monde à sa
I'd
place.
say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora Plus, he seems to know a lot about what's going on.
Oh, c'est le héros, tu sais, avec la musique et tout. Le mec est trop épique. Et la musique s'emballe un peu trop. C'est bon, ok.
Wait up! It's Al-Hatham, right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them, since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end. All right. Goodbye.
T'inquiète pas pour nous, va, on est grand. On sait se débrouiller.
We still have something to ask you about. Since you tore through their scam right in front of them,
Who exactly are you two? And why are you a student? Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your...
huh? Oh, yeah, he's really strong. Weren't you saying something about a physical...
He doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Quoi, 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 quoi. T'as cru que j'avais besoin d'un œil divin? Moi, je te bute. Les gens, ils croient que les œils divins, ça fait tout. Putain, je te jure. Il y a un combat singulier au point. Tu vas voir ce qu'on est capable de faire.
All right. I accept. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information, does...
You were willing to part with 500,000 Mora for something and... Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile.
Bien sûr qu'on va utiliser
If
la
you've been
force.
making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I...
We know it's connected connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites...
You know almost everything there. This is what you've been looking for.
Oh.
Paimon can't tell what it is. It looks like...
This is a knowledge capsule.
Un concentré de connaissances.
It's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of
connaissances
canned
illimitées.
knowledge. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information.
That's amazing.
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from
Pourquoi il en a un du coup si c'est interdit?
Despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deemed to be useless to them, well, I think that about sums it up. Ah, so that's your true objective. With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer. You're still resolved. Fine.
Ok, vas-y, on va dans le monde peuplé.
More speed.
Des morceaux de fer.
Let's continue.
Franchement, la quête de Sumeru, elle est trop longue. D'accord. D'accord. Encore jusqu'à l'acte 1. Et de ce que j'ai regardé vite fait, je suis pas prêt de finir. Hein. Putain.
Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she's guarded against people from
Parce qu'au final, il se passe rien en fait. On parle des gens. Mais il n'y a rien de fou. Quoi. On se bat pas, il n'y a pas des cinématiques stylées. L'histoire est... je sais même plus ce qu'on cherche, je sais même plus pourquoi on le cherche. Là, j'avoue, cette quête, elle me saoule un peu. Enfin, elle me saoule.
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so beyond
Toujours
the
rigolo,
password,
mais
though,
quand même.
I have no way of knowing.
Mais encore là, je passe un peu les dialogues parce que sinon...
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd... I'll prepare some funds for you.
What? We only
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh? Here are two knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
Deux concentrés différents.
they look the same to Paimon.
Dernière acte de Sumeru, elle est trop bien. Ok.
Try inspecting them with
C'est cool.
elemental sight.
J'espère que je finirai sur une bonne note alors. Oh, waouh, elle a un aura.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Il y a une lueur verte sur les deux concentrés de reconnaissance. Celui de gauche est plus brillant que le bas.
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power.
Mais c'est le dernier acte le plus long aussi.
However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the. Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any more left over, just keep... Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution.
Mantra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you... Okay,
Vas-y, on va prendre des risques, nous.
If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find...
Non, elle est normale. Ok, ça marche. Parce que c'est genre... C'est quoi, c'est 2h30 par acte 2h30, 3h quoi. Ce que j'ai vu vite fait. Merde, j'ai pas lu.
What a unique palette. We have unripe horror fruits, but we usually keep them in the back. I'll have someone escort.
Following the paper got us past the first round.
Ronak, these two want to buy unripe horror fruits.
Got it. You too. Please follow me.
Oh, lui, c'est... C'est quoi
You
ce mec?
two have a fascinating fashion sense.
J'ai envie de le
We
taper.
haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru
Vous avez
robe
vêtu d'une
in quite some
manière
time.
curieuse? Dans quoi? Quoi, quoi,
Hold
quoi,
on.
quoi?
Let me think. Sumeru Rose
Ah, j'ai envie de lui mettre des patates à lui.
common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Pa-pa-la-pa-pam.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Phew.
Ah, il marche plus vite que nous.
Quiz sure was scary.
Ah, the warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me.
Mais ça va pas beaucoup plus vite. Ça va. Oh, le truc tellement long. Follow me. Ok, on te follow.
Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may
putain,
not
ok.
have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
C'est regrettable. Félicitations alors. On va aller au contraire de tout. Hein. Voilà.
Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Du tournis et des oreilles qui bourdonnent, ça sera encore mieux. Je préférais manger quelque chose qui me donne un coup de chaleur. Oh merde.
No, that's
Non,
not
non,
it.
c'est pas ça, c'est pas
The
ça.
paper said that heat stroke is the answer to erudition. Eating something that causes heat stroke sounds horrifying.
Ok, coup de chaleur.
Ah, I'm sorry. But as things currently stand, we won't be able to fulfill your order.
He's cautious of us. Let's take a closer look at the paper that Al-Haytham gave us.
J'aurais peut-être dû regarder la feuille en fait. Attends, on en a une feuille ou pas? Ou c'est des bêtises? En plus, il y a trop de feuilles. À tous les coups, il y a trop de feuilles. C'est là-dedans là? Pas un truc genre nouveau? Ça peut être ça. Une liste message codé. Très bien, ça doit être ça. Oh. Pas du tout sucré. Dire à l'informateur que vous souhaitez rencontrer Nana, porter des fleurs funéraires, vouloir acheter des concentrés de connaissances, porter des roses Nana, vouloir acheter des produits disponibles légalement. Quoi? Les souris, les clients. Qu'est-ce que tu me dis? Manger... Ah, vous êtes un client habile. Manger des fruits rares qui donnent le tournis. Nana correspond à manger des fruits rares qui donnent... Bon, en fait, il n'y avait que ça à savoir. Allez.
Before I retrieve your products, please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you
Oui,
today.
félicitations.
Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks.
Yeah.
If better goods come in, you look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you
Ouais, je veux que ça me
dizzy?
donne de la chaleur.
No, that's not it. The paper said that heat stroke is the answer to erudition. Eating something that causes heat stroke sounds horrifying.
Merde, attends, j'ai refait la même connerie. Oh le con.
He's cautious of us. Let's take a quick...
Comment je peux refaire deux fois la même erreur?
Before I retrieve you, please forgive me,
Désolé,
but
hein.
we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier,
Allez,
many of
bombarde.
our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Félicitations.
You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Ouais, le tournis, les oreilles bourdonnent, machin dessus.
That's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes...
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port
merde.
Ormos style?
Je sais pas. Oh, le
Wow,
porc.
you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your product. Okay.
Ok.
Everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot! It's the Matra!
Oh, la
Run!
matra.
What? The matcha? Where? Al-Haytham said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here.
Il y a vraiment des matras? Ou c'est
We
un
don't know
bait?
this area, so let's follow that informant.
Ok, on fuit. Il n'y a pas du tout de matra. Hein.
He ran that way.
C'est un guet-apens. Ça se trouve, c'est un guet-apens. Putain, on va accéder au TP à force. Parfait. Ça c'est grand. Hein. Oh, c'est beau.
If you're hiding from the wristband timer, come this way. Another password. Huh? Oh, that voice came from behind the building on the right. Here, over here.
J'ai cru que c'était Chichi.
Stop running now.
Dory. Oh, c'est un copier-coller de... Putain, il y en a une qui ressemble à ça.
The one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
These two good customers wish to buy some horror fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else...
Oh, very good.
Ok, c'est un mélange de Chichi et de... Avec les lunettes carrées comme ça.
I'm unsure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier. Hey, what are you Princess Pea-Brain? But it seems you two have really done well so far. Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment. I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces. No matter, so that's why I prefer to have customers. It's your first time here, but don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good. Ah, yes, of course, of course. Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in serious trouble if the mod... What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Don't worry, I'm not interested in your... Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hiliturals. Only... Yeesh! Who would want to be an expert in that topic? Or... how about the architectural styles and construction methods of Teyvat in the early Archon War period? With this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation and find an excellent, well-paying job in nearly any nation. Ooh, now this sounds like 2 million Mora, and it's yours. No discounts. Whoa! That's a lot of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents and price of each knowledge capsule are indicated in small... Alright, let's try the method that Al-Haytham mentioned. You've really got a good head on your shoulders, and quite the eye for quality. We'll take these, please and thank you. My, oh my, you are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the extravagant. Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 more and more, you can pick any knowledge capsule of your choice up to a value of 1 million Mora. Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million! But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 Mora. If we spend just a little more, we can get something worth 1 million Mora. Isn't that a fantastic deal? Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble to get this canned knowledge. And so far, aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? Come on, come on! We still have around 100,000 of Al-Haytham's Mora left, so let's put it to good use by finding something useful for... Excellent! Then please, select from this... Hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we wanted. Why can't we choose the ones from over there? Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million Mora each. I'm sure... Oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use elemental sight again to check these. So, what did you see? So, they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway, the more's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques, the art of growing spices, an overview of ancient runes. Oh, how about this one? Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Let's go with this one. Dory, we'll take this one.
All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so be sure to check back.
Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Alhaitham. Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost.
You two made it. And
Whoa, there's so many people from the Academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup?
well, Wakela
You're a pretty daring guy.
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the Matcher won't come.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost now?
Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
Yeah, he just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. When we heard that the Academia had lost something that might be related to the gods, we came...
In that case, you're on the right track. A short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you...
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist.
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next. I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the divine knowledge capsule... As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is several brigades have been vying for ownership. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. I agreed to forego ownership of the divine knowledge capsule in exchange for the opportunity. However, there are those who are less amenable to negotiate.
They adamantly believe that the divine knowledge capsule contains King Deshret's power, and that he...
So you kept hounding them because they refused to...
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined. So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiate. The divine knowledge capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the unless I know whose hands the divine knowledge capsule, Dory is the most reliable source of information.
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the...
Yes, you can say that. But the day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the divine If I get the opportunity to study the divine knowledge capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation? Okay, then we'll meet up.
Alhaitham, before you go, we actually bought a knowledge capsule.
You two want to try using a knowledge capsule? Sure. Doing so right under the Academia's nose is a bit problematic.
More speed. More speed.
Alright, this place works. Show me the capsule you purchased.
Here.
Sword fighting techniques 8. Huh. A combat class knowledge capsule.
Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, we can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles. One before using this knowledge capsule, and while you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal to There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well as a
Wow! Oh, hey, Thumb! You must have been one of those Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed.
Sounds like you're...
All right, let's begin the test.
Shut up!
Boba, get them!
Shine down! More speed. Crush!
All right. I'll link your Akasha terminal. The next step is to use this knowledge capsule. Hold it in your hand. I'll help you establish a...
Hey, how are you feeling? You mean that it...
All right. Time for round 2.
Shut up!
Nice and spicy!
Life goes on.
Now, I'll start recording data again.
Oh, hey, Thumb. How's it...
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve his combat capability. During the second fight, his overall fighting performance increased by 0.073%.
Wait, how much? Ah! Dory's such a jerk! She totally scammed us!
Of course, this could be because he is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial increase. At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. Our deal seems... I'm heading back to Ikela Funduk.
More speed. More speed. Aristocrat.
Let's see Dory today and ask her about where the divine knowledge capsule
Welcome back, my loyal patrons. What can I do for you this time? You name it. Canned knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need.
Can you really?
Uh-huh. So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please oblige me. Oh! But you know, that kind of... After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site.
But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious. How you just have...
Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The Divine Knowledge Capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain...
Ein El Achmar?
Ah, so you're all... The group has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge Capsule. The capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took.
Thanks for the info, Dory.
Please, it's my pleasure.
Well, we figured out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is. Turns out, it ended up in the hands of Ein El Achmar. Let's head back and talk to Al-Haytham. Al-Haytham, we got the info you wanted.
Really? All right. Let's hear.
Dory even gave us evidence.
Huh, look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some guts just to infiltrate the sea. All right. The person in this picture is indeed Misery. In which case, if we play our...
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their boss and get them to...
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the afternoon of the arranged date. See you then.
Al-Haytham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to the pier and...
Yep, look.
More speed.
Al-Haytham. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough to actually show up.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. This is turning into quite an occasion.
Back up. Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Uh-oh, here they come.
That's close enough.
Beg for mercy. Illusion shattered. Crush.
I'll be back. Following orders.
Rack and ruin.
We'll want this one.
Academia scum! Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can... Boss? Boss!
What's wrong?
What happened to him?
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Target acquired. Arrest him. Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Al-Haytham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away!
World, forget me.
What in Tibet just happened? It's like that big...
It looks like he used the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
You mean the Divine Knowledge Capsule did that to him? Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane and...
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. This Divine Knowledge Capsule, did you hear what he said? World, forget me. What could that possibly mean?
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the Divine Knowledge Cap. Still, Paimon didn't expect the Divine Knowledge Capsule would be so...
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos. I believe
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the Divine Knowledge Capsule that Paimon...
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanal, moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha,
everything about Lesser...
I'm heading back to the Academia.
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zeros Festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good. Then we'll part ways here, Al-Haytham, until we meet again.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?